Welcome everyone. Don't mind these crazy topi areas I'm walking near. They basically have nothing to do with this video. That's a horse right there. What this video has to do with is the filming locations of the Wes Anderson classic and my personal favorite of his, Rushmore. So join me, shall you? He's ready. The school that was used as Rushmore in the movie, pretty much guarded like Fort Knox. Check out those steel bars right there. They definitely don't want us in there. Got the Riverdale Police Department patrol sign right there. Right here in the movie, they would have had some hedges covering the real name of the school. And of course, Max Fisher would have rode his bike straight down this way and right into Rushmore. So we're actually inside Rushmore Academy right now. That little circular area down there is where Bill Murray would have had his brakes cut and he almost crashed. That security guard doesn't want me in here. Yeah, that guy right there.
Like everything you do, big show, no results. You better beat it, Sonny.
Well, the security guard back there really didn't want me taking any pictures and didn't really want me on the property. So I was asked to quickly leave the premises.
They want to kick me out.
Continuing on. Right there is the church that was used as the chapel building where Bill Murray gave his speech.
Take dead aim on the rich boys.
Get them in the crosshairs. Take them down. You can actually see these stained glass windows. The camera would be on the inside facing out, but Bill Murray would have been standing deep inside there with those stained glass windows to his back. Pretty awesome.
Thank you.
It really doesn't look anything like it did in the movie, but this was the courtyard area where Max Fisher first met Bill Murray's character, Mr. Bloom. In fact, right over there is the chapel doors where they would have walked straight out of.
Graduation, Herman. Perhaps you could give us an encore. Nicholas Copernicus.
Hello, I'm Max Fisher. I just wanted to say that I strongly agree with your views concerning Rushmore.
Looks a lot different. It's now a parking lot. You can see all this in the background, of course.
Your speech was excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you.
When Max was expelled from Rushmore, he had to go to a public school. Where is that public school, you might ask? Well, let me show you. Straight ahead, that way. Look familiar? That's it right there.
Any photos on campus have to be approved.
Oh, really? Oh, right on.
Oh, come on. That's rude.
Boy, I just can't win when it comes to trying to take pictures and video. That security guard definitely didn't want me on property. Moving on. Anybody need a comb? Since I've been kicked off the property, you'll look straight ahead. You can see that right there is where Bill Murray would have ran over Max Fisher's bicycle. I'm gonna get that Max Fisher. Right there. Straight down that way was where Max Fisher's father owned the Barber Shop. And the way you can tell is there a laundry right across the street. Someone keeps honking at me. Someone keeps honking at me over there. Right there is where the taxi would have stopped. Max would have stood right on this exact spot right here. Hi. Hi there.
Thanks for meeting me, Mr. Bloom.
What can I do for you?
One thing that's really cool is that this here, you can actually see in the shot. This weird paper-looking brick, you can actually see in the shot when Bill Murray comes walking out of there.
How much are you worth, by the way?
I don't know.
Over 10 million?
Yeah, I guess so.
Good, good.
Why?
Because we're gonna need all of it.
This is the graveyard they shot the scene where Max was visiting his mother's grave. It's a pretty large graveyard right here in Houston. Gonna have a tough time narrowing it down. I think I may have found it. It was tough, but I think I may have found it. See what you think. This is the spot where Bill Murray would have been standing. They had a fake tree here. You can see this tree, how it forks up like that, has grown quite a bit. There's my van over there. This tombstone looks the same, as well as this, and these little graves, as well as these small headstones.
She's my Rushmore, Max.
Yeah, I know. She was mine, too.
If you remember in the movie correctly, Max Fisher's house was actually joined to the backside of the cemetery. So obviously the house has to be connected to the cemetery, right? Well, yes it is. In fact, it's right there.
You're married to the sea.
Yes, that's true. But I've been out to sea for a long time.
It definitely looks a lot different than it did in the movie, but straight ahead is the fence that Max would have jumped. You got some crazy wild dogs. But straight here, Max would have jumped that fence and scurried off, of course, into the cemetery.
You probably don't recognize what I'm leaning against. That's because it's super close up. Well, let's go farther back that way. You might recognize this shot. Farther! Get farther back! Farther!
That's better. You can tell from this right here if you're familiar with the movie, and of course this right over here. My van's parked way over there. You got this massive parking lot. Right out there is where they were flying the kite. Does that look familiar? I know it does. If it doesn't, you need to go back and watch the film. Or just watch these clips right here. Happening, man?
Who you with, man? Who you with, man?
Asked to leave once again. Not doing too well.
I think you just gotta find something you love to do and then do it for the rest of your life.
Evidently these are on private property.
Oh, are they?